Tonight on the news, Ondo State government clears air on purported return of Akeredolu, says governor still in Germany. Nigeria moves to attract domiciliary funds from citizens in diaspora for economic rejuvenation. NLC issues notice of warning strike over alleged federal government insensitivity to massive flight. And from the foreign scene, Niger Republic junta bars NGOs global agencies operations in military zones.
Thank you very much for joining us on the news tonight on Osrc television. I am Oyewumi Ayinigbara. Authorities in Ondo State has clarified that Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu has not yet arrived in the country, contrary to the speculated news in a section of the media. A statement signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Richard Olatunde, noted that the Governor's return is imminent and is currently on medical vacation in Germany, while insisting that Meanwhile, Ondo State residents are in high spirits in expectation of the return of Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. The governor has been out of the country on medical vacation and is expected back home any moment from now. Joy Pius captured the mood of residents anticipating the governor's arrival in Akure, the state capital, and now our reports.
The Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu embarked on a 21-day medical leave outside the shores of Nigeria to attend to his health on the 7th of June 2023, transmitting power to his deputy Lucky Ayedatiwa to act while away. 6th of July 2023, while residents of the state were looking forward to his return, a circular was released noting the extension of his leave as he was still recuperating in Germany. Few weeks ago, some unverified sources rumored that he was dead, but the State Information and Orientation Commissioner Bamidele Ademola Olateju, in a statement in Akure, made the clarification that Akeredolu is alive, while assuring Nigerians and residents of the state that he would soon return after his full recovery. Residents of the state in high spirits are anticipating his arrival with the hope that things will get better when he returns to the state.
It will be the greatest joy of every one of us around this place to welcome him, because he is a performing governor.
We want him to come back to continue the good works he has been doing.
We've long been expecting him. We've been praying that he'll come over here and, have a good time with us again. We expect his presence now to create another forum, a bigger and a more robust administration.
All we wish the governor is to come back safely and to come and finish his work in Ondo State. If he come back, at least he will continue his job. So we are happy to hear that.
We have been expecting him to come back, and we have been praying for him. And as God has answered our prayer for him to come, then people will jubilate. So we are expecting him back to come and take over and take full charge of the state, so that then all those things we have lost in terms of rural development and every other things now, when he comes back, then things will rebound.
Oríṣiríṣi rumors là ń gbọ́ láti ìgbà tí bàbá rẹ̀ ti sí láàrán nǹkan ò jọra.
By God's grace, I believe if he returns from traveling, every activity will rise up again.
It is anticipated that the governor will resume anytime soon and gear up governance. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Our residents have been assured of Ondo State government's intervention in areas that have been affected by flooding in the local government. Ondo State Commissioner for Environment Sunday Akinwalere, who inspected the affected site, promised that the complaints of all residents will be communicated to the state government and there will be an intervention. Osrc's Folua Olaleye reports that the commissioner also said the affected areas were part of the areas listed for intervention prior to the visit.
Sequel to the incessant complaints of our residents about flooding, the Ondo State Commissioner for Environment visited Alete River, Enyogbe, and Somel areas of our local government. Oluwatoyin Adewale, a resident of Ogbara Ajigo area in the town, who appealed to the government, stated the adverse effects of flooding on inhabitants of the area.
Is very bad to the level that once it's raining now, my father's house, there's no place for the tenant to park their boat. If you go there now, you realize that no tenant wants to come in again. It's only my father alone that is living in the compound. You know, nobody wants to live in an environment that is flooding anytime it's raining. So we would be appreciative if the government can help us with it.
The commissioner's visit was primarily to inspect the extent to which flooding has ravaged the areas. While appealing to our residents to avoid improper dumping of waste, he implored them to desist from erecting structures close to canals.
We were able to see for ourselves the person who said that people from our residents from will take serious note that it is not possible for the state government to live or alone without coming to intervene. That will be coming already. The place has been listed for intervention even before we went there to assess. So therefore, we can just appeal to all dump waste regularly and your frontage and the river courses. Make sure that you park your vehicles very well for people to come and carry it to the designated places.
The commissioner, however, guaranteed that the government will do the needful regarding the affected areas. Folua Olaleye, Osrc News.
The House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating non-remittance to the National Housing Fund and utilization of funds from 2011 to date has warned that the chief executive officers who fails to honor its invitation risks being subpoenaed. The committee subsequently and the administration of President Bola Tinubu is working towards attracting funds held in domiciliary accounts and funds held by Nigerians abroad into massive investment in various sectors of the economy. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wali Edun, disclosed this at a press briefing in Abuja. He said the Nigerians had each funds in domiciliary accounts and held large sums abroad, which could be deployed to rejuvenate the economy. Hence, his team is working to provide the needed environment to attract such funds into the Nigeria economy. According to the minister, Nigerians and diaspora were also expected to play a significant role in the fresh move to take the economy to a position of high growth through productivity and efficient management of resources. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) says it will begin a 2-day warning strike beginning from Tuesday in preparation for a total shutdown which will start in 3 weeks' time. The organized labor said it took the decision at the end of its National Executive Council meeting following what it described as insensitivity of the part of the government in attending to its earlier demands. A communique jointly signed by NLC National President Joe Ajero and Secretary Emmanuel Ugwaja said the labor force was disappointed on the failure of Tinubu's government to enter into dialogue and engage stakeholders on concrete efforts to cushion the effect of the removal of petrol subsidy on the masses. You're still watching Osrc News at 7 after the break. Niger Republic Junta bars NGOs, global agencies operation in military zones. Please do join us then.
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70-gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Iskilo, báwo la ti fẹ́ sanwó ni? Farabalẹ̀. 1,000. We go wash play tire o. Farabalẹ̀ now.
Madam, èló lówó wa?
Brother, na 3,005.
Màá fún yín ní owó òpè káàdì Glo ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún 10,000.
Oh yeah.
Bring your phone.
Ha! 10,000.
1,000 naira credit. Now you turn to 10,000.
Now. All of us don't know about Glo Berekete. Ní ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá nísìnyí.
Ṣé o ti gbọ́? Ìlọ́po mẹ́wàá ló máa gbà lórí iyekíye tó o bá rà sórí ohun ìpè Glo Berekete 10 times rẹ.
I told you. Now what go tell?
Win an all-expense-paid trip to Disneyland in the Indomie Golden Magnet promo. To participate, just buy the Indomie 70-gram pack and look for the magnet inside. Log into www.indomie.ng/Golden Magnet promo to fill in your details and enter your unique magnet code. All the Golden Magnet winners will get to experience the wonders of Disneyland. Silver Magnet winners stand a chance to win amazing prizes. Every pack of Indomie you buy comes with your favorite indomitable magnet. Terms and conditions apply. Indomie, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc. The National Universities Commission (NUC) has unveiled a newly restructured curriculum for Nigerian universities. The acting executive secretary of the commission, Dr. Chris Miyake, during a meeting with stakeholders, reiterated that the implementation of the new curriculum will commence this month. According to Miyake, the new curriculum code named CCMAS would make up 70% of the curriculum, while each university will decide what to include in the remaining 30%. He further explained that the implementation of the new curriculum will further improve the standard of tertiary education. Meanwhile, the third term vacation is known to be the longest holiday period for students, marking the completion of an academic session and the beginning of a new one. Attending summer lessons has become the standard practice for students, but attention is gradually shifting to skill acquisition in view of the current situation in the country. In this report, Joy Pius samples opinion of the public on the introduction of skill acquisition aside summer lessons and its impact on the students.
School holidays is designed to help children get the needed rest. Hence, it usually comes with lots of expectations from both students and parents. It also provides an opportunity for them to take a break, visit distant relatives and friends, and in some cases, assist parents in their places of business before another term begins. However, the story cannot be said to be the same today, as many schools have introduced supplementary lessons and skill acquisition lessons for co-curricular activities. While speaking to some residents in Akure, they said in order to address the high rate of unemployment in the country, students should acquire skills alongside their academic pursuits. They advised parents to try and shift the attention of their children partially from academics because they spend most times in school during session.
To train the cognitive knowledge of ability of the students, it has effect, because once you continue to learn, you continue to grow and accumulate more knowledge. But to be said with you, it is like training one aspect of development, which is cognitive, leaving the psychomotive aspects, leaving the social part of the students. It shouldn't be. Once you have taken care of them in the first term, the second term, the third term, cognitively, let them go and interact with people, interact with places. That is the best that's supposed to be.
On the contrary, some educationists said engaging these children in skill acquisition distracts them academically, while adding that the summer coaching was designed in a way it would allow students have enough rest during the period.
We refresh their brains. What they have been taught in school, we refresh their brain, so that they were able, when they resume back, they will be able to know what they are doing. It's not based on education alone. On Friday, we will bring some of our elders that have retired, like lawyers, retired civil servants, head talk. We used to encourage them with the word of God and all sorts of encouragement.
Lesson is very, very important to our children. And not holiday like this, we don't need to keep our children at all. When our children left home by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, they will come back home. After using 2 or 1 hour, it's very, very, very important for them to go on to another line by learning petty things.
For some of the students, education is becoming more competitive and requires serious attention, while for others, they prefer learning skills during this period so as to be equipped on all areas.
Some people are doing so many things at home, they are working, but I just wish to come and join them because I want to know more before I go back to school.
I was not being informed. It was when I see what they write outside. That was when I see that it was fearless. That was why I come to this place.
I was planning on learning some skills here, and since we are going to learn it, so I'm really happy to learn it here. And I also learned to see some new exciting things like learning how to print and how to type something on the computer, and I'm achieving it.
I will improve on myself in my web designing prowess, and I will look at ways and other ways I can improve myself in the places I've been taught in the leadership skills and entrepreneurship skills.
Others noted that whether it is summer lessons or skills acquisition, students must have the zeal to learn and acquire knowledge during holidays to boost their capabilities in future endeavors. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has vowed to sustain the fight against banditry, urging security chiefs to ensure the dislodgement of bandit camps across the state. He made a promise when he presided over the Security Council meeting, pledging his administration's commitment to enhancing and sustaining the fight against banditry in the area. During the meeting, the governor, who received briefings from the heads of security agencies in the state, noted that ensuring the safety of lives and property of the people remains his utmost priority. While reiterating his administration's commitment to supporting all the relevant security agencies, the governor also solicited the cooperation of all residents in moving the state forward. In Osrc State, the police command has confirmed the arrest of a man whose dogs mauled a 5-month-old baby to death in Ido, Osrc town. The command foreign scene, Niger's coup leaders have stopped non-governmental organizations, NGOs, United Nations agencies, and other international organizations from working in military operation zones. The Interior Ministry, in a statement, meanwhile, the Rwandan and Cameroonian governments have reshuffled the military in what political analysts believed represent instant reactions to the recent coup in Niger and Gabon. Federal authorities in Rwanda have approved the retirement of 12 generals and several officers. Among those retired include 2 4-star generals, James Gabarebe and Fred Obingira, 2 3-star generals, Charles Kayonga and Frank Mushokamazi. Gabarebe and Kuyanga have previously served as chief of defense staff, while the other 2 have been service chiefs previously. President Paul Kagame has also approved the retirement of 83 senior officers, 6 junior officers, and 86 senior non-commissioned officers, 678 whose contract ended, and 160 medical discharges. In the same vein, Cameroonian leader Paul Biya has also reshuffled the military with new appointments. Still on the foreign scene, Russian state authorities have begun holding local elections in part of Ukraine. Russia claimed as its own last year, seeking to cement Moscow's authority in what it calls its new territories despite the ongoing conflict. Russia does not fully control any of the 4 regions where the votes are being held: Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson, along with Crimea annexed by Moscow in 2014. Tamara Gide Epo has the detail.
Local elections are underway in parts of Ukraine that Russia claims as its own, an effort by officials there installed by Russia to cement their authority as the war continues. Reuters journalists in the Russian-controlled city of Mariupol watched as some residents cast their votes after showing their new Russian passport to officials.
We hope there will be peace. Naturally, I think everyone hopes for that. It's desirable that peace comes as soon as possible.
Many have already fled Russian-occupied territories like this. Such areas have seen some of the worst damage of the war. Vadim Bochenko is the exiled Ukrainian mayor of the city. Now in Kyiv, he told Reuters that Mariupol residents are being ordered to vote at gunpoint. The claim, which couldn't be immediately verified, he called it a sham election.
Вибори. І так само треба подивитися, що вони будуть обходити, як вони вже це робили.
They're going to walk from apartment to apartment as they did before, talking to people.
Два військових з автоматами.
There are 2 soldiers standing nearby carrying machine guns, and they tell the people that they must vote.